Hello, welcome back to Fire Department 2. Today we're gonna be playing the shopping mall level.
The high-speed car chase after the mafia gang has ended in a multi-vehicle traffic accident downtown. The vehicle, driven by the criminals, has crashed into the plate glass front of the shopping mall. The fire is spreading around the scene of the accident and inside the mall. The police are still tracking the criminals inside the mall. Many civilians are still in the vicinity of the accident and in the mall. Your vehicles will enter into action at a point east of the mall. A number of fire hydrants will enable you to supply your vehicles with water. This control unit will allow you to shut down the current. This will avoid any electrical fires breaking out, but to the detriment of dispersing the toxic fumes.
The mafia caused another fire, now it's at the shopping mall. So there are basically two fires, there's one at an intersection and there's one at the mall, because the car drove into the mall building. And you know, we have to extinguish those things. So the first thing I want to do is I want to save these civilians. So there are a bunch of civilians around. So this is the fire at the intersection, right? And this is going to spread towards these buildings. So that's also one of the objectives, is to stop the fires from spreading to these buildings. So you guys save them. There are also a bunch of civilians in the movie theater. So there's also this electrical box, as you might see, and what we see the fumes here. So this is smoke, and what the smoke does is it will reignite fires. So if we extinguish a flame, these smokes can reignite it, and we don't want that. So we want to get rid of those smoke, that smoke, and we can turn on the electrical box to turn on the fans or the ventilators, and those will stop the fumes. Those will stop the fumes, basically, or they will get rid of the fumes. And we did that. Okay, that's good. And now what we're basically going to do is we're going to look. We need to save 4 civilians. So we're going to be looking through these buildings, through these rooms for civilians. So there's one there. Let's get this guy over here. There's also an unexplored room there. And you guys do this. So we can stop this car from exploding. And we should also get someone over here to stop the fire from spreading through there. And, you know, setting these cars on fire, because these are all going to explode. We don't want that. Maybe even send this guy over here, the pumper, fire truck. Send this guy over there. Stop this car from exploding, basically. That's would be nice. Okay. And this guy has nothing to do. He just saved a civilian. So we can send this guy over there. There's also a room there that's unexplored. So we're gonna go through these rooms and hopefully find some civilians that we can save. So there's no one there. If we can save the civilians, we can focus on the fire. This guy also has nothing to do, so send this guy over here. And I think this is the last civilian. So this guy and this guy should be the last civilians. As you might also see, there's this electrical current running through these appliances, and because of the electrical current we can extinguish it with fire, with water. So we have to turn the power off to extinguish this. Okay, now we can focus on this intersection. This intersection is actually almost done even. So we got rid of the flames here. Just make sure that it doesn't spread to these buildings. That's also one of the objectives. To stop it from spreading to those buildings. So let's see what's in here. Nothing is in there. That's great. We're saving these civilians. There's still some flames over here that we have to extinguish. Get rid of these. Yes, good. It's going well. Then we still have to do these. But that's okay. We will do that. And there are the police, right? And they're at a not at a firefight. They're shooting at a shootout with these criminals, the mafia. You get rid of this so it doesn't spread to this room. It's going pretty well. It's going really well. So we can now start on the outside here. So there's a little flame there. You can use these guys to start extinguishing these fires. So it's going really well. It's going really well. And I do talk a lot during this playthrough, but you know, sometimes I'm just blabbering because it's really stressful. It's a stressful game. You have to pay attention to a lot of things. There's a little fire here, so should get rid of that. Sometimes I'm just blabbering, and not everything I say is coherent. And you know, it's a really stressful game. You have to focus on a lot of things. So that's why I sometimes do not make sense. There we go. We are almost done, man.
Yes, Chief. Yes, sir. Yes. Chief. Yes, sir. Chief. Yes, sir. Yes. The struggle between the police and the criminals has weakened the bridge.
Okay. As you might see, this bridge, where there was just a shootout, is weakened now. And now this part of the building is on fire. So now we have to, you know, handle that. So let's go over here and try to do that, right? Get this fire truck over here so we can extinguish this. And what we can do with these firefighters is we can dig through rubble. So that's what I'm gonna do. And a paramedic can't do that, so only firefighters can dig through rubble. Let's see if we can get this guy on this side. If we can get the fire truck over here, we can also use the fire truck to stop the flames over there. So these guys are done here, so we can send them in here. And look at this, this building is also on fire, so let's send some guys in here actually. Let's send some guys in there. I want to dig through this rubble. We found 2 police officers. That's great. These guys I'm just gonna send immediately in this building. We can get in that building through this through these stairs. I'm gonna send them in here to search for civilians. And I also have some reinforcements coming. That's great. So we can use those reinforcements. And we got a ladder. So what does the ladder do? It can reach up to windows. And our firefighters can use those can use the ladder to climb. And none of them will use the ladder to climb. They will just go around much random. We found a civilian there, so let's keep searching for civilians. This guy has nothing to do. There's also still some rubble there. So we're gonna have to clear that rubble. Hopefully find a police officer that's stuck under there. And we can now, because we cleared some of the debris, we can now get the fire truck over here as well. So great. So we found a civilian over here. Now let's get this. We're gonna keep searching for civilians. There's no one there. These guys are in danger, so please get out. And let's take a look in these rooms as well. So I want this guy to go there. We got a bunch of people doing nothing. So there's also a civilian over here. There's this pandemic. Can also help here. But there's found civilian there. So are there any more civilians? Let's take a look over here as well. No, so that's the last, or maybe over here. No, no one is in here. So we saved all the civilians in this side of the mall, on this side of the mall as well. That's great. Ooh, and this guy is dying, man. You're dying. Bro, get out. Get out. You're dying. Go to the ambulance, heal yourself, and then you can come back. So these firefighters are stupid sometimes. They don't get out of the fire on their own. You sometimes have to micro them. So there was quite a shootout, right? The whole bridge collapsed. Oh, and there's also a police officer there. We have to save him. Bring him to the ambulance. There's still some fire over here. We can send this guy over there. Maybe this guy. There's also some fire there. So let's get half these guys. Starts extinguishing this. So I could use the fire truck to extinguish this, but this thing is gonna get stuck again, and I don't feel like doing that. I don't.
Criminals are trying to escape by helicopter. Gunfire has damaged the helicopter.
Okay, so they're trying to escape by helicopter. So these are the criminals. Right? This is the helicopter. Helikopter, helikopter, paragrapher, paragrapher. Look at this. Whoops. There we go. There we go, that's a new fire. So I want this guy not in the park. Because this guy's gonna get stuck. He's gonna take so much damage again. And I don't want that, because that affects our score at the end. So get this bumper all the way over here. So he won't get stuck in this park. Ooh, and I forgot. Okay, so these guys are all stuck here on the roof. So I'm gonna send 4 firemen up there to save them. So those are the mafia members, the criminals, and oh, so I want 4 of these guys to go up here. And then we're gonna try to save these guys.
Yes, Chief. Yes, sir. Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Okay, and then
Reinforcements have arrived.
that should be under control.
Yes, Chief.
And then we're gonna start extinguishing these flames in the park. And as you might see,
Yes,
you
ready.
should be careful because these are artworks in a park. Okay, I guess. Those are artworks in a park. We have to stop them from burning. So this is where the helicopter fell down
Chief.
after it got shot out of the air.
Yes. Chief. Yes. I hear ya. Yes, Chief.
Actually get the ambulance all the way over here. Because
Yes. I hear. Yes, Chief. Yes, yes, Chief. I hear ya.
okay, get out of the fire, please. There's fire spreading
I hear ya.
over here. So I'm gonna get
Yes, sir. Yes.
these guys. Try to stop it from there. And I'm gonna get all of these guys.
Reserves are empty.
They're gonna try to stop these artworks from burning up. I already failed to save one of the artworks. I think I extinguished this like 3 times and it keeps catching on fire.
I hear ya. Chief, ready. Good work. You rescued a civilian. Ready, ready. Chief, yes. Yes, good work. You rescued a civilian.
Gotta get the pumper over here. Can I get him over here?
You have achieved one of your objectives.
Can I get him over here? The pumper?
Red, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, Chief. Red, yes, Chief.
These guys are all just standing in the middle of the fire, right? Like I said, sometimes I have to micro these idiots.
I hear ya. Yes, sir.
You can help here. The flames on the rooftop are also almost extinguished. This guy is out of water, so there's this fire hydrant. And once you get close enough to a fire hydrant, the fire truck will connect to it and it will
Ready.
refill with water.
Yes.
Then again, this thing is on fire, man. This thing is on fire.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so this is done. The rooftop fires. Oh, there's one more guy over here.
Yes, Chief. I hear you.
Is there also one guy over here? No.
Yes.
Okay. So there was still one more guy over there. Okay. Weird.
Yes.
I did not see that guy. So it did complete the objective. Rescue the gang members in peril on the roof. But apparently there was one more. So that's weird. So it did complete the objective. But
I hear ya.
there was one more. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There we go. That's the last flame.
Objectives.
So let's see what kind of score we got. 17 minutes. Pretty good. Not too bad. No civilian casualties. I'm really happy about that. Injuries. skill of disaster. Okay, so we did pretty well. We did really well. So only the artworks last. So there was, I think, one artwork that was last. So and thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, also leave a comment. Comments really help with the algorithm and you would be helping me out. And subscribe. Thanks again for watching and bye bye.